Hey, this is Jake Haupert, Transformational Travel Council from the banks of the Wenatchee River in Washington State, not too far from where we had our gathering just before the pandemic. I want to welcome you to our A New Dawn in Travel virtual festival. It's going to be a 24-hour celebration, if you will, at the opportunity that we have before us to bring travel back to its essence and to really unleash its real superpowers and bringing us together as one, by breaking down the walls within us and between us. A lot of what you're going to hear today in this collection of content that we've gathered for you is around ideas or concepts or the philosophy of transformational travel and regenerative tourism. We feel that these are not trends, but they are really based on truths, universal truths, and really brings us back to a level of being and a level of humanity and a level of engaging with each other, that really sparks a sense of humility and generosity, love and compassion for one another, and a sense of belonging. I know that we have all felt very disconnected and separated, and we've certainly come together the last year in ways that have been heartwarming for me, and I'm sure for many of you, as we've had more time to connect with our families and with our loved ones, our children, our siblings, our pets, of which I've got two running around me right now. You might hear them. But anyway, this collection of content today includes some really amazing campfire conversations, TED-style presentations, but then there's also some really great opportunities to do some breath work and to meditate and to celebrate music from around the world as well. So I invite you to settle in and engage as you wish. This will stay live and available on our website, but it is what we feel is a gift, for travelers and for tourism, and as it is we've brought together just some amazing, really remarkable, heart-centered thinkers, from in the tourism space and out of the tourism space to help sort of revision, what travel can look like going forward, and start to uncover, what is the essence. I think that we can all agree that travel has this amazing sense of making us feel alive and connected. Connected to ourselves, connected to each other, connected to nature and to our planet. We really feel that travel needs to be engaged differently, actively as opposed to passively, and that comes from both sides. From the traveler perspective to the experience designer perspective, because ultimately it comes down to those really amazing and wonderful and rare encounters between yourself and those that you meet along the road. We feel that there can be practices and tools that can be adopted and integrated to create the space, create the opportunity, to create the conditions to feel alive with each other. On that note, I want to share a couple excerpts from the Transformational Travel Journal written by my friend Eric Rupp, and I'm going to pull just a couple of things from the foreword here that I think really lend to this ode to travel that you're going to experience today. Find my space. To move allows us to leave home for the open road where we can exult in the pleasure of going somewhere. But to become a savvy traveler means we need to move more than just our feet. We need to move our minds and our hearts if we are to have more than superficial encounters with other cultures. In this sense, movement, in all of its myriad of meanings, is one of the keys to transformational travel. which requires a shift from passive to active ways of engaging with the world. No deep movement, no deep change, no joy, no consciousness of the awe and wonder. And this is from Phil Cousineau in the foreword of the Transformational Travel Journal. Not sure if I mentioned that. The Roman philosopher, Phil mentions, the Roman philosopher Horace warned about the overweening pride of some of the travelers of his time, writing, and this sounds so much like what we experience today. They change their sky, but not their soul. Those who rush across the sea. Continues on with, taking a significant journey has the capacity to transform us, if and only if we pause to look below the surface. Seek the depths or else, wrote the Nobel Prize-winning novelist Saul Bellow, or else nothing happens other than distraction from our ordinary life, or worse, intensifying the stereotypes of the very people we are encountering. The good news is that there are travel mentors, mavens of movement, to help us discover what we used to call, as Phil says, on the streets of Motown, the real deal that is lingering below the glitzy surface of tourist posters the world over. It continues on with, my fellow roadster, Pico Iyer, it's cool, they're friends, wrote that travel saves us from a life of abstraction, by which he meant alert, conscious, respectful, curious travel. What I have described as deep travel, the journeying that expands rather than contracts our consciousness. And to close this little reading, my favorite sentence. Once we've encountered the soul of the world, we shake and we shiver and are never the same person. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Eric Rupp. So as you engage today, keep that in mind. Keep the opportunity that travel is, the potential and the possibility of travel. To create, to move away from it being about entertainment and entitlement, exploitation and expectations, and bring it into something that is more ethical and empathetic, equitable and ecological. That is the challenge that we have before us as we awaken to this new dawn in travel. I want to thank you very much for being with us today, and I want to express deep gratitude to the amazing staff of the TT team of the TTC and some volunteers from around the world that have put in a lot of time over the last few months to bring this forward for you, for all of us. You're not going to see any fancy intros or outros, it's not going to be perfect, just like travel, but I think it'll be rich, and I think it'll be rewarding, and I can tell you that it'll be real, and it'll be raw, that's what we want travel to be. As we look forward, I think it's time that we look back at the roots of travel, and bring those forward into how we engage, again, looking at it as an opportunity to bring it back to universal truths, and again, really unleash the power and possibility of real travel, the travel that changes us and connects us, breaks down walls within us and between us. So with that, thank you very much to everyone. Enjoy our new Dawn in Travel virtual festival, and hopefully our paths will cross at some point in the near future. Thank you, and I'm honestly really happy that my dogs didn't interrupt me too much. They've been running around behind the scenes here. But success, and I hope today is a success too. Thank you very much. Journey on.